Shanks. You typically associate his character with mystery, right? Despite being shrouded in a bunch of misconceptions and theories. I'm going to say exactly why Shanks is the best character in One Piece. Manga spoilers if you haven't read up to the latest chapters. Shanks, although he barely sees much screen time, displays a adequate and elegant usage of his time. His meeting with Whitebeard, Luffy's sacrifice, and appearance at Marineford are but a few of the exceptional moments he had within the show. So I'm going to examine it and determine these exact moments as they are to find out who Shanks really is. Obviously adding in some extra examples and bits of information to construct a profound understanding of his actual character. First off, Shanks is always impactful within every scene, as he displays a bout of immense power with his aptitude for haki. He doesn't even require a devil fruit to enforce his own demands upon another person. This shows that he is not only willing to work hard at training himself, but sacrifice things in order to develop himself into an individual of high respect. Having a level of respect even his crew members refuse to argue with. Despite this fact, Shanks is a dynamically and multifaceted character, possessing both a lighthearted, illogical side and logically influenced side, which makes him more relatable but keeps him from being a complete clown, as he shows he can be serious about something. I personally think he learned to not take life too seriously on Roger's crew, as despite everything that's happened, you can always smile and have the situation what you make of it. This optimistic and resolute nature Shanks conveys is what highlights him as a very diverse and captivating character overall, possessing knowledge about the world and using his willpower to enforce upon others. He's both an inspirer for Luffy and an antagonist for characters like Blackbeard, who want it all for themselves. His jolly nature also makes him symbolic of a true pirate, drinking and enjoying life, but getting down to business when the time comes. Luffy envisioned himself to become more free like Shanks, and it shows. Shanks is the symbol of freedom and can pretty much do whatever he wants, but as a justice and morally adept character who chooses to spend it wisely, only intervening when needed, or accepting challenges which brings excitement to his life as a pirate. Shanks really epitomizes the true meaning of a pirate. Irrational but respective, happening to be a very disciplined, value-driven character. The first scene I'd like to discuss is the one with Whitebeard and Shanks, as they both had not seen each other in multiple years, but even then Whitebeard could sense the emanation of Shanks' determining aura. Shanks obviously knowing that Whitebeard was going to Marineford. To confront a previous rival to Roger is something, but confidently drink, laugh, relate, and even clash is another thing. This aspect to Shanks is personally one of my favourite parts about him. He literally does not discriminate between any character, no matter how imposing they seem, and it makes sense. He made it this way. Even when he was on Roger's crew, he had determination about him, even Buggy admired. Maybe because he possessed the colour of the king, but still, charging into battle despite being weaker, for the sake of his values and pride as a Roger pirate, makes him even better as a character for me. Obviously being convinced by Roger to take life less seriously when he received the straw hat, and that's another thing. He is the one who passed down the straw hat to Luffy. I mean, we can't forget this truly iconic moment within the series, where he taught Luffy a profound lesson about going on his own journey to find himself. Shanks is legitimately one of the most generous characters too, giving an arm to protect Luffy and ensure he would make it to sail the seas in the world of One Piece. This sacrifice epitomizes his character as a whole, selfless, serious, empathetic, and enforcing as he used his conqueror's haki to drive away a Sea King. Shanks vs Mihawk, even though we never got to see it, brings our imagination to life. The fight would have been excruciatingly long and arduous due to the stubbornness of both of them. However, I think Shanks would have been smiling and respecting a fellow pirate like Roger. Personally, I cannot wait when Shanks and Luffy reunite and they both express the experiences they underwent. This is why Shanks is so underrated, as you want to know his next move, despite him not being a large part of the current story. Even his character design, red-haired Shanks, one arm but still able to defend himself, and his outfit with a black cape. We also can't forget the moment he literally intimidated an admiral from kilometers away using just his willpower. But enough of the thematics. Let's discuss Shanks' arrival at Marineford, symbolizing the absolute difference in power between every character and Shanks. Personally, this only makes his character more magnetizing than it was before. Shanks arriving represented a justice of the chaos that was being strung within Marineford. He needed to create order, and when Shanks desires something, he usually won't stop at any cost. So Shanks saving a Marine in Kobe also exemplified his empathetic, morally adept side, having a sense of conceptual justice in the face of complete discord. Overall, Shanks is one of the most legendary characters in One Piece for his ability to be so memorable despite having virtually no appearances within the show. It's really this true mystery that I hope will be revealed, because as we've just discussed in this video, it would be a waste to not make Shanks important in the later arcs due to his exceptional character writing, which is why Shanks is definitely a character that should be admired for his bravery, value, and possibly, if not why, Shanks is the best character in One Piece. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, as that would greatly help me. And as always, peace!